Mrs. Kennedy arrives at the shipyard in Groton, Connecticut to christen the newest nuclear submarine to join the U.S. Navy. The sub is to be named for the Marquis de Lafayette, the first ballistic missile underseas craft that has not been named for an American-born patriot. The 7,000-ton vessel is the heaviest of its type ever built and will be armed with Polaris missiles which have a range of 2,500 miles. Using both English and French, the First Lady christens the sub for the French patriot who lent such great aid to the American Revolution. The Navy now has 24 nuclear submarines in commission, and 8 of these are ballistic missile craft like the Lafayette. It will be manned by 2 crews, so that it will be on continuous sea duty. While one takes it to sea, the other will rest and train ashore. So it's bon voyage to the Lafayette, a sentinel to guard the bulwarks of freedom. President Kennedy leaves the White House for a flight to Atlantic City to address the Auto Workers Convention, and he makes the trip aboard a brand new jet-propelled helicopter. The new craft is capable of 150 miles an hour and can carry 10 passengers, a higher speed and a greater capacity than his older one. In Atlantic City, he is roundly applauded by delegates to the United Automobile Workers Convention as he is introduced by Walter Reuther. In the wake of his tilt with the steel industry over price rises, he has this to say about the presidency.
As long as the United States is the great and chief guardian of freedom, all the way in a great half circle from the Brandenburg Gate to Vietnam, as long as we fulfill our functions at a time of climax in the struggle for freedom, then I believe it is the business of the President of the United States to concern himself with the general welfare and the public interest, and if the people feel that it is not, then they should secure the services of a new President of the United States.
He asked labor to hold the line, but the auto workers will seek new pay increases. After nearly a year's delay posed by its liquid hydrogen fuel, the mighty Centaur is on its pad at Cape Canaveral for a maiden flight. It is to be boosted into space by an Atlas, or a 15-minute flight, a flight scheduled to study the performance of the temperamental hydrogen fuel. The Centaur is designed to put a payload of more than a ton on the Moon, or 1,000 pounds in the vicinity of Mars or Venus. The first few seconds of the shoot go without incident. The Centaur climbs to 30,000 feet, then malfunction. The immediate cause of the explosion is not known, but if it happened in the Atlas booster, it means a probable delay for the next U.S. orbital flight by astronaut Malcolm Carpenter. Long-lens cameras capture pieces of the wrecked missile falling into the sea, falling like a wounded bird. However, in the race for space, scientists find progress in every failure.